Okay, we're going to clean today because the bathroom has been neglected for a while now and it's getting quite gross. And I figured people have liked it before when I clean because it gives them a chance to clean alongside. So you're welcome to grab a snack and watch me clean my disgusting bathtub, or, uh, you
Is
know.
it like those mobile games that are popular where people like have this cartoon drawing of a disgusting face with pimples and dirt and cuts on it,
Oh God,
and then you
don't.
pop the pimples and clean up the dirt
Disgusting.
and all that stuff and put band-aids on?
Ew.
Do people like seeing cleaning because it's just sort of like a
Yeah, people
a
apparently
deep down
really like
instinctual-
seeing cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand it because I'm personally really fucking grossed out by it, but I don't know, man. Just don't know.
I love how Fred comes over to be perfectly on camera. He's the anti-cat.
The anti-cat.
Mm-hmm.
The anti-cat.
Yeah.
There's an echo? I'm not sure what the echo would be, but let me know if there is an echo and we can start.
Hello!
Alright. Is there an echo? That was my stomach. That was not an echo. The problem is I have run out of all of my like Ajax type cleaners because I took it all to mom and I haven't restocked yet. So we're just gonna use some baking soda today and some elbow grease, as people say.
Do you use Keynote?
Keynote? That sounds familiar, but I don't know what I would use it for.
I can't even delete Firefox without admin.
Yes, you can't do anything on my work computer without admin. Got it. Found mom's baking soda. Green scrubby, Freddy. You want a green scrubby? Yeah, exciting. Oh, let me show you. I spent $25 on farmer's market apples today. 15 apples in this white bag for 25 bucks. They were $2.75 a pound. I figured I haven't really bought myself much farmer's market apples this season yet because of mom's passing. It was smack dab in the middle of apple season. So I went to the farmer's market today to drop off compost and I saw these and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go crazy buying them. So I bought this. And the man was like, what are you making, pie? And I'm like, no, I'm just eating it. And he was like, okay, okay.
No way we're making pie from those apples. We're eating them.
Those pink ladies, these were $1 for 3. So these are conventional apples. And then those are some conventional Bartlett pears. 5 of them for $2. But I got some Arkansas black with beautiful russeting happening. They are just gorgeously ugly. I also got this one. I don't know what it's called, but it also has a lot of webbing and russeting. I love these apples that have russeting. This is an experimental variety. I don't remember. I took photos of it all. I can show you guys later when I have 2 phones, but definitely treating myself. I went to see my grandma after that and I was like, look, Grandma, look at all these expensive apples that I bought. And she was like, you spent $30 on apples? And I was like, yeah, Mom died and she didn't fucking eat anything good for herself because she was fucking saving for no reason. And Grandma was like, don't talk about it anymore. And then she started crying. And I'm like, you know, just telling you we're gonna do everything that Mom didn't do because we're not gonna do what Mom did because Mom did some silly stuff, like not live for herself. So, right, Feidi? I'm not trying to be offensive to Mom. I'm just telling Mom, wherever she is, that I'm learning from her, and I'm learning not to do what she did, which I think she would be happy about. To know that I'm not doing what she's doing, or rather what she did. Did you finish the bleach?
I just combine them.
Oh, you just combine them. I see. We should put this in a. We should put the baking soda in a jar, Freddie. Yes. Yes. You're so cute. I also inherited this box of latex gloves from Mom. Unfortunately, they are size M, so we're just going to be struggle boating with these quite a bit today, but we'll be, we'll be. Freddie, remember when I had to use these to touch you because you had ringworm? And now I can touch you whenever I want, even right before I eat. Mom is freaking out somewhere that I'm not washing my hands after I pet you before I eat. Mom, somebody's not been groomed. Hi, baby. Alright, Freddie, I'm gonna go clean. You're welcome to come if you want. Capiche? I would just like to say that this is the bathtub at age 28, approximately four years ago, where I sprained my back cleaning it. So that was when I first learned I have gotten old. I don't think I can put you guys anywhere, unfortunately. There is no... Oh, I can put you on top of the toilet. Ta-da! Yay! Camera angles. I obviously will not be able to read the chat. I was showering yesterday and I realized how disgusting the grouse had gotten, and I just started scrubbing while I was showering because I could not stand it anymore. So, it is time. It looks relatively clean on camera, but I assure you it is pretty gross. got some vinegar in here. It's like vinegar that I infuse with citrus peel, so it's a little bit yellow. Nothing like cleaning the bathroom to remind yourself how disgusting you are. I actually just cleaned the upstairs bathroom tub at Mom's a few days ago, and it was very cathartic because I was staring at that tub ever since I stepped foot in it after Mom died, and I was like, I need to clean this. And obviously it's taken me 6 weeks to clean it, but I finally did. And I remember the last time I cleaned that tub was probably years ago. Every time I was cleaning the house, all this time I was just thinking like, man, I should have helped Mom do more. Too little, too late. So every time I clean this bathtub, I'm like, why would I ever take a bath? This is disgusting. I do not want to sit my buttocks inside this. anybody knows how to solve this, but with every year, the grouts get impossibly like blackened with mold to clean. No matter how much bleach I use, the grouts just don't get clean. The tub can get scrubbed clean, but the grouts can't. Maybe that's just like a default age thing. Does anybody know why that happens? But like, it's not just me, right? This happens to everybody, because it looks fucking gross, but I don't know what to do about it. Windex Fast Orange. Hi. Hi, Fred. Yeah? Did you poop? Did you have a good poop? Barkeeper's friend doesn't work on the grout part. It works on the tub just fine. But so does baking soda. Freddy, you're being so creepy. Yeah, you. He's just sitting by the closet staring at me. Do you want to help me clean, Fred? Instead of just staring? Oh, but you are helping. You're so cute. Hi, I love you too. Is that how I blink at you? Oh, he looked away. I think I embarrassed him. dangerous. Hello. I just risked my life to show you the fruits of our labor. We're about to rinse this whole beast down. Welcome. Did you ever think you would be taking a shower with me? Yes, I do have bleach. I have tried putting straight bleach on that, and it does not take it away, unfortunately. I've tried it, y'all. Aaron, if you're talking to me, I cannot hear you in the shower.
The powder scrub works for all that stuff.
On the grout? The black spots on the grout? Is there a reason why you haven't bought another tub? Sorry, I can't hear you. Isn't bleach chlorine? They're the same, no? Chlorine is just a chemical name for it, right? Well, I'm going to go get some bleach then. Tub is clean though. Ish, cleanish. I like how this bottle says no splash formula, like they can control whether or not you're splashing. Fascinating. I don't know how much is diluted. I don't know anything about bleach. I'm not removing and replacing the caulking. That's not something I'll do. No siree. good. I'll take progress. How many of you are watching even though you're grossed out? Bunch of weirdos. Jen? Just missed something. Killing black mold with bleach is one of my guilty pleasures. Alright, well, there is some progress. You know, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is lightening a little bit. Guess we'll have to do some second washes with the bleach. surely. Every time I clean with a toothbrush, I'm reminded of that scene from Forrest Gump, where Bubba and Forrest are just scrubbing toilets with a toothbrush. They're talking about all the different ways in which you can cook shrimp. Ugh. I can't see your comments. I saw my name though in orange. Stronger bleach. Got it. Bleach is magical and lethal. I always assume that the bleach you buy in stores is all the same concentration, but I guess not. Alright, starting to get a little lightheaded from the bleach fumes, so I'm gonna rinse the tub, not the grout. I'm gonna let it sit on the grout, but I'm gonna rinse the tub because I have a feeling I have bleach on my feet. gonna show you guys the tub now, and then we're gonna go clean the foyer or, you know, organize it a little bit, and then we'll come back. But there's the tub. I think it's a lot better, honestly. Yes, it's still black, but much better on that side. I think you can tell. Semi-success. Okay. Now. Yeah, Freddie? Are you hungry? Really? Already?
Yeah, I was a yes.
Oh. Okay, I'll give you some food. Yeah, okay.
Snack time.
Yes. We're gonna give Freddie some kibbles. These are still the very first batch of food I ever bought for him. They're Whole Foods dry kibble. We didn't realize that these made him throw up if he ate too much of it. But a few kibbles at a time is good. How's the snacky, Freddie? All right, Fred, we gotta organize now. Let's see. So, some of these things will be trash. Some of them will be given away. What are you doing?
Sweeping and
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
If anybody is cooking Thanksgiving, I have this disposable aluminum tray. I also have dough hooks for my hand mixer that I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna put in a free box or recycle it because a bendy ruler
Why
with
don't you need dough?
glitter. What?
Why don't you make dough? Don't you?
Not in a hand mixer. That's so inefficient. Aaron loves to clean when I'm cleaning so that he gets on my nerves.
Yes, that seems to be the reason I do like anything.
Everything. Yes. Mom's
That's
gloves.
kind of weird if I sort of like lived my life as a purpose to avoid.
I mean, honestly, not, but I think I'm just annoyed by your presence sometimes. We have very few space to work around each other, and I don't know. I think here's what it is, right? When you're doing something and I'm doing something and you get close to me, I feel like I'm getting in your way, and that triggers like
That sounds like a you problem.
Right, it is a me problem, and it triggers like a subconscious guilt complex of some sort, and then that then makes me feel bad, which then consciously reads as annoyance towards you, but is really just me having my own issues that I need to resolve.
Yeah, talk about that with your therapist, not me.
Wow, okay. That's okay. Anyway, here's a leather bag that Mom left behind. It is beautiful, and inside is a bag that I had bought for her off of Amazon before I realized how evil Amazon was. It's just like a little small canvas bag that you could put your wallet and keys into. And it has a really soft kind of like moleskin lining of sorts. Feels like moleskin. I didn't realize that you can't turn this into a backpack. Unfortunately, it's just one strap. I thought there were two, but I guess there's only one. So, that's what I bought from Mom. So I took them both back. I remember when Mom bought this, she was so proud of it and she loved it so much. There is, I don't know if anybody knows what this is, but it looks like there's green frost inside here, which she thought it was mold, so that's why she stopped using it. But I tried to kill it with rubbing alcohol and it didn't really do anything, so I don't know what this is. It's just like a light moss green frost. It doesn't feel like there's anything there, but it looks, you can see it. It looks frosty. So I don't know what is going on in there. I will be keeping this. I will be using it. If it is mold, how do I get rid of it? How do I treat the mold? No, it doesn't smell like anything. Nope. Bag smells fine. So if rubbing alcohol couldn't get it off, then would dish soap and water do anything? And do I dilute the bleach or no? So, all questions. I mean, it's been open to the air for years. Put fire near it. You guys sound like terrible advice givers. My ex-coworker gave me this hand-me-down bag. I think I might keep it. I don't know. It's very cute though. Great for the summertime. Has a little zipper in the back. Painter's tape, I believe. This is from Mom's safe release. More tape, lots of tape. WD-40, really useful. String, great. I'm right now just transferring junk from one area to the next, but that's kind of how I do stuff. I just like consolidate the mess and then I organize the mess later, one step at a time. Can't do it all in one go. Thanks for grooming.
Are we gonna keep both brooms and both dustpans?
I'm gonna see which one I like working with more. I got a whole shoebox of dead electronics to bring to Salvation Army for recycling. So, here's a middle school t-shirt that I salvaged. Russell Sage, what up? I cropped it because the back was written with so many signatures that have now faded through so many different washes. And I think my mom tried to alter this because there's been a panel added on the side. Not sure what happened with this shirt. Grandma says it's not her handiwork. So it's possible that mom actually tried to use the sewing machine that I gave her and she made this shirt bigger. But whatever the case, good shirt to work out in, clean in, whatever, cook bacon in. I also have socks that my grandma darned for me. These are Christmas socks, just in time for the season. Thank you, Grandma. And Grandma also altered this dress. Now, some of you who have been watching this live might recall this dress as the dress fabric under the armpit to make it wider. And she hemmed in the raw cut sleeves. So we're going to try this on later. It is now a short sleeve dress rather than a 3/4 sleeve dress. Shepherd girl, you talking to me? Are you angry with how I'm treating my mother in her death? The quality just went terrible. It could be my Wi-Fi. No. Printer, Aaron?
Yeah, because it's just costs too much money to like, because we might print like a few dozen times a year at most, at like 10 cents each, and that's like way less than the cost of a single cartridge. So,
But I have the cartridge.
But I don't mind the walks to Staples. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry about the stream, y'all. I don't know what to do about it.
Don't turn the camera.
I'm not turning the camera.
Thank you.
Treats for Fred.
I'll get Fred some treats from Staples. He loves highlighter juice. He loves starting down highlighter juice.
In a way, I'm just gonna say that these lives are both performance and not performance because obviously I know that people are watching, but I'm not here to say great things about my mom just because I want to prove that I have great things to say about my mom. I'm just saying things that come to mind. You're just seeing how my brain works. You can judge me for sure for how my brain works. I'm putting myself on the internet after all. But just because I don't say a certain thing doesn't mean that I don't think a certain thing. And just because I'm not conscious about everything doesn't mean that I don't have subconsciousness going about those things that I'm not conscious about. So
those assholes on eBay still haven't paid me.
I guess you're gonna have to relist.
Yeah.
Right, Freddy? Tell the assholes on eBay to pay us for our stuffs. Oh, sorry. Did I offend you? Did I offend you? I don't know if they sedate them when they clip their ears. I hope so.
Do you think? How do you think it would feel to chop off the top third of your ear, June? Snip, snip, snip. Would that feel nice?
I'm sorry, Freddy. I hope it didn't hurt too much. Okay, back to cleaning. Here's the notebook from middle school where I've been just taking notes from every single day of my first maybe 3-4 weeks of after Mom's passing. Here's some popsicle sticks. I don't know why I have those. Random Post-its, index cards, a beautiful birdie 3-cent stamp. I don't know what to do. Extension cord from Mom's. This will be useful for me. I'm trying to plug in all of my electronics. Maybe when I'm shooting. She had so many extension cords. I gave so many away. I just kept a few. Have a good walk.
Thank you. I'm taking this down first.
If anybody would like childhood bookmarks that I've always had, they're very beautiful. And then light bulbs. These tiny light bulbs are really great for this light that I took from Mom's. It's like a little night light. Very bright. She actually had a few of these night lights, but I just wanted to keep one. Can't keep them all, and I probably didn't have the use for those night lights, so. I think these light bulbs should go in here. If I could find the lid. So this wooden box is from Spain. It was holding those nun cookies that I hated, the yemas. Also, Mom had a lot of microfiber cloths. Random zipper. I found this washi tape at Mom's. I had 3 spools at my place that I just finished using. It's so old that the tape is like tearing up and disintegrating before I could actually get it off a roll. But it's still usable. Love washi tape because it peels cleanly. Leave it to Japanese tape to peel completely cleanly.
Paper tape, no less.
It's amazing. Only Japanese made tape should be legal. Only Japanese made stickers should be legal. Everyone else can go suck it. Mini light bulbs. Hi, did everyone take their vitamins? Vitamin check. So I saved this tin. This is a mooncake tin. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's extremely cute, but extremely not functional because it's so long and rectangular. Do you guys have any recommendations as to what I can put in here that makes sense for me to keep this? Because right now I can't justify keeping it. I wouldn't want to keep my chopsticks in here. Maybe I can keep all my office supplies in here. bought so many of this glitter tape for no reason. I don't even know. I don't want to give it away though, because I want to paste it everywhere. Ruth, I do get stuck and overwhelmed, but you just have to start somewhere, you know? And that's why I put on these lives, because they force me to do something. No matter how small it is, I just do something because people are watching. So I'm gonna recycle this jar. I hate it. Did somebody ask me something? I missed it. Want to know my thoughts on minimalism? I'm for minimalism, but I think when you turn it into a business, it's very unappealing to me. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. I don't have the lid to that jar, so. One thing about this process of keeping mom's stuff has been trying to decide which one do I like more, because I can't keep everything. I can only keep one of the two. So it's basically like a bracket game, you know? I'm pitting two things against each other. I pick one and I discard or give away the other. That's the only way that I've been able to continue doing what I'm doing without overwhelming myself with shit, you know? Because at the end of the day, and I've said this before, it's just, if mom were alive, I wouldn't want most of these things. Like, mom was alive, I've never wanted these things. It's only because mom has died that I've been recently like, well, I'm gonna keep it because it was mom's, you know? But it's important for me to keep in mind that I'm holding on to someone's things because they're gone. But these things are in no way a substitute for her. And it's hard to think about that, but it is unfortunately true. Random necklace. I don't even know if it's like silver or gold. It's probably not. It's not marked. Actually, it is stamped with something. Does anybody know what? Looks like 90. What does 90 mean in jewelry making? Isn't platinum white? This for sure does not look like platinum. It is like a very dull bronzy gold. So it doesn't look like it's a valuable metal to me because it looks like it's tarnished in a lot of the places. So I don't think platinum would ever look like this. What would we clean platinum with? Does it clean with toothpaste? Here, let me try to rub it in this cloth. I don't know. Not sure. Looks like a fine necklace though. Soap and warm water. Okay. I also do the toothpaste thing with jewelry. There's one spot that's like black. It's not really coming off. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that. Maybe this is gilded and it was poorly gilded or it chipped. It's not 990, it's just 90. Thinking back to how much shit I was taking out of mom's house and trying to donate, I am surprised to this day that they all got taken, for the most part. There's obviously stuff that I trashed, but very surprised at how much stuff actually went to people. Looks a little bit cleaner, but it's still kind of like a goldish color, not a silver color. And you can see on camera the parts where it's not evenly colored. It's like blotchy and darkness. Is it valuable, Fred? No. Fred says no. Fred says useless. Cheap. So if it is silver, that means that I can put toothpaste on it and it should turn off the tarnish a little bit. I'm going to use Mom's sensitive toothpaste that I found as our cleaning product. The tarnish is definitely coming off, but not the black spot. The black spot seems pretty intensely embedded. Bye, Dawn. Wait, I take that back. I think the tarnish is gone. It's definitely gone away enough that I can't see it anymore. Oh, I've always used toothpaste to clean silver. I just don't know what this is because this is definitely not sterling silver. It still has a slightly yellow gold color. But Not sure what this is. The best way to not lose something is to wear it. Bye, Eliza. This is my clipboard. I have a lot of different stickers. It's been a very old clipboard. This clipboard, you can see the clip is dinged in. This thing happened when Grandma was hospitalized, and I got so fucking frustrated at my life and how everything was just falling apart at the same time that I just threw the clipboard down on the ground with the intention of breaking it. And of course, all the nurses came running because they thought I was trying to kill someone. But I just had anger management issues. Damn, this tape is so old. Found a NJPPK candy tin with a needle inside and thread. I feel like that could be better organized. Recycle. This is a jar opener. I feel like if you ever had a tough jar, you could have a grip on it. But do we need this? I guess it is useful. All right. I have to pee, so I'm gonna leave you with Freddie. Fred, what are you telling them? You look like you've been up to no good. What are you telling the people, He doesn't really chew, Jessica. He has no teeth. Sit. Sit. Gotta come up here for treats. Up here. Up here. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Sit. Sit. You gotta sit. Freddie. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Here's one more. What'd you think, Fred? We're gonna re-up the bleach. You had 16 cats at one point? I'm trying not to judge, but I'm judging. 16 cats is a lot of cats, my dudes. Smells like a toxic swimming pool in here. Bye, Doc. Media Girl will be known today as the Bleach Girl. I've never seen anybody so happy to see bleach. Yes, I have eaten mangoes that were brown on the inside. Very sad and disappointing times. It's not even a bleach mixture, it's just straight bleach from Clorox tub. We're trying to kill some nasty ass grout mold. Y'all know what's coming next. So, I don't own a toilet brush. I just go in with glove hands. You know, whatever works. Welcome back.
Thank you. Can you wash your hands? I have something for us.
Oh, can I clean the toilet first?
Well, it's best fresh.
4 minutes.
Okay.
I wonder what Aaron has. I usually just use a really tough paper towel that's been used already or a scrap of fabric. In this case, I have a cut up t-shirt that no longer fit. And usually I go in with Ajax, but today it's just baking soda, which is fine. We're just getting the gross grime off. Is this a food, Aaron?
It's food. I don't know what food is.
Is it like a meal or a snack?
It's in between.
All right, ready for treat time. Wow, it's only 5 p.m. and it's already so fucking dark outside.
It's already midnight. Well, based on the bag it comes in, I wonder if you can guess what it is.
McDonald's? What the fuck? Why?
Do you have any guesses? I'll give you 3 guesses.
Is this a new product? Is it chicken nuggets?
No.
Is this made with did you buy this with Grubhub money?
No. Buy with my money.
Is it dessert?
No. That's 2 guesses.
That's already 3 guesses.
You asked if I bought it with Grubhub money. That wasn't a guess.
Is it a burger?
No. The box says it.
McRib?
Yes.
Why?
Well, this is like a meme or something, right? Or like everybody loves it. Like every year when it comes back, it's like news. I've never had it. I've eaten McDonald's. Since being an adult, I've eaten McDonald's maybe, 2 or 3 times at most. So I've never actually had a McRib. Oh, wow, that's disgusting. That looks horrifying. But I figure it's about time. I'm 30-something years old. I should try a McRib. See what all the hubbub's about. First, sight and smell impressions, June.
I can smell the barbecue sauce, like, immediately.
It's basically if barbecue sauce was a solid patty, is what I'm getting from it so far.
It's very sweet. How is there bread on the container? There's bread on the container.
Because their bread is probably not made of bread. It's probably made of like chemicals that approximate bread.
Can I destroy it?
Yeah.
Do you want the first bite? Take the first bite.
You want to tear it in half? Is that what you're saying?
No. Take the first bite.
Okay. I'll take a real bite before June does whatever she's gonna do to it. If I can lift. Oh my god! Look at the bread.
Your angle is awful, Aaron.
Well, I'm doing my best. The bread's sticking to the box. There, it left bread on there. All right. That's a McRib. Let's see.
Boneless, I'm guessing, because
yes,
America.
It absolutely is. It's not actual ribs. It's rib approximations. Who knows what meat is in there?
Oh my god, it looks like pork conglomerate.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's what it is.
It's pink. Is this supposed to be pork or beef?
I don't know. But they take meat slop and they shape it into a rib pattern. That's the idea.
But boneless.
Mm-hmm.
What is a rib without bone? A rib is literally a bone.
Well.
How much was this shit, dude?
$4.50.
Oh god.
Yeah. Well, I will say, like everything in McDonald's,
wow,
it looks, and it is disgusting, but it definitely satisfies some inner craving in that gross way. Sort of like taking a big nasty dump. Like if you just have to take a really bad stinky shit.
I'm sorry, what is this?
I have no idea.
Onion?
Probably. If you have to take like a really big nasty stinky shit, but it feels good doing it, obviously, to just get it out. And that's sort of like what eating McDonald's food
Somehow
is.
you made this feel even worse.
Right.
This tastes more like... I've had this taste before. Where have I had this taste before?
Is it like elementary school sloppy Joe sort of style taste? There's something very elementary school about it. Like school cafeteria flavor.
Well, I was gonna say it tastes like Spam, but it's not.
Doesn't taste like Spam.
Here, I'm gonna eat my cake now, which is equally gross, but at least I know what
You're
went into
making
it.
me eat the rest of this?
You bought it.
I did. Can we have the June review?
Guys, it's McDonald's. It's not bad. It's just sad.
Right.
If I had to eat that for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be distraught. But I would be very sad.
Mm-hmm. June is right. It's sad and disgusting, but it satisfies somehow. I would not put hot sauce on it. This is sloppy enough.
I want it served on cornbread bun.
Right. I don't like how that bread sticks to the paper.
Well, it's like yoga mat.
Mm-hmm. Everything in here is a food approximation. Chemicals meant to be bread-like. Meat meant to be meat.
I'm gonna eat my trash.
Meat-like.
My trash things.
Well, I've had a McRib and I never have to have one again.
What does that taste remind me of, though? It's not Spam.
Somebody tell them what my shirt says. I'm sure we have some Chinese friends in chat.
I don't know. Eliza bowed out, so I don't know if we do. I also don't think Eliza's Chinese. I think she's Filipino, but I'm not sure. But she reads Chinese, though. New
Correct.
York University, yes.
Tsukuru Ryoto. Japanese person got it.
Suzuku. Nice glossing over of the syllables. Something something college. Excuse me. Woof.
This shirt I got at NYU in Shanghai. I forgot Japanese people would be able to read it too.
True. Shanghainese. Yep.
All
What's
right.
the back say?
华东师范大学.
纽约大学上海中心.
Oh, never mind. It was at ECNU in Shanghai, so I thought that's what it said. Can I eat some real food now?
Yes, please eat some.
I'm gonna make my fried rice.
Oh, you're gonna make rice.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we're
You guys-
in it for the cooking now.
You guys want that? You want to see that?
Of course they want to see it. They want to see everything. Bye, Laura.
I will need the counter.
Okay.
And no rush. Take your time doing whatever
Can
you
you
want.
move the phone over and I can move everything else away? $4? That's actually cheaper than I expected.
More than $4. So it's pretty much $4.80 after tax.
No, that's too close.
I don't know where you want it. We're going to use the charred side of the cutting board for more flavor. So I have this Filipino pork belly that I got yesterday with June's Grubhub money. It's both crispy and like roasted pork belly. And we're going to dice that up nicely. And we're gonna probably add onion and garlic. I don't know if we have any other fried rice sort of veggies.
We got pickles.
Yes, there's always going to be pickles in fried rice. Something pickly.
Can I try some of these?
Yeah, I don't think they're super fresh, refrigerated. They were awesome, fresh.
Still really good.
Does that taste like actual food?
Tastes like it came from a cow. It is
Well, it didn't.
a little bit
It
too
didn't come
salty.
from a cow.
A little bit too salty. Do you guys worry about my sanity at how long these lives have been getting? And how mundane they are?
Eventually, you're just gonna have a GoPro strapped around your neck and do it like 24/7
Truman Show.
live streams.
I'm guessing this was a lot crisper when it was fresh.
It was like definitely like to the bite crispy. It was excellent. Let me see now. Oh yeah, it still tastes great, but definitely lost most of its crisp.
Thanks for sharing.
June, can you be my sous chef?
What do you need, chef?
Hit the pan with a generous amount of olive oil.
What kind of heat?
Medium high to start.
Do you want any
Until the rice
wasabi
cooks.
oil in there mixed?
Let's do a drop, yeah. Very little.
Tell me when.
That's enough.
Wasabi oil was from Mom's. It is potent. It's like poison.
It is extremely potent, yes. Very careful. Oh, okay. When that heats up, just throw the rice in and give the rice a good pressing to the pan. Oh, still hear a little crunch.
Yeah, I ate a little crunch. You want all of the rice in?
Yeah.
What utensil will you be cooking with?
Wooden spoon, always for Friday.
This one or this is Mom's?
Oh, that's fine.
Mom's little nubby one.
Make it a nice uniform consistency. Pressed.
Oh, then we need 2 spoons. Is somebody trying to friend request me on Facebook? Please don't do that. I don't accept requests from people I haven't met in real life.
Do you even use Facebook?
Yes, for my Buy Nothing group now.
Okay. Turn the heat down a little.
I'm gonna eat my cake. My cock. I feel like there's gotta be some culture out there, with some language out there that pronounces cake like that. There has to be, yes?
Or another word.
Well, English pronounces another word like that. I don't need another
Sure
one.
do.
I'll throw this meat on top.
15 years? Wow, Rachel. If you had an open bottle of shoyu in your fridge for 15 years, would you still use it?
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever go bad. It's like all salt, right?
Mostly. I don't know if we accidentally stripped the seasoning on this pan,
I've noticed it's been a lot less sticky recently.
but
I mean, more sticky.
or it could just be the oil that we bought.
The olive oil?
Mm,
Why would the
I don't know.
brand of olive oil?
Maybe we had magical olive oil before.
Well, the plus side is we get those excellent Rice Krispies on the bottom.
Not if we don't scrape it off.
Right. Some of it's hard to scrape.
I am satisfied by my dense mush bread pudding cake.
Moolish.
I don't really season my cast iron, no. I just don't wash it with soap very often. Yes, yogurt.
It's been fine for years, so I don't know what happened recently.
Well, I haven't been home for 6 weeks.
Yes, you're right, it's my fault. I'm sorry, June and everyone.
You know I'm just digging at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm not serious.
Are
Are you still hurt?
No. I feel fine.
Stop.
I feel totally fine.
You know I have a compost.
I do not. I do not see it on the camera.
We can collect the new one again. A bigger one, I think, because I'm gonna cook more this week. Fred's food bag. This will be our new compost. I take it to the farmer's market for drop-off or community gardens.
Is that enough garlic? Obviously not.
I actually like the little nuggets of rice sometimes
Nuggets?
that you don't break down, you know? Sometimes the rice is just clumped.
Sure, that's fine.
But this is Aaron's dinner. I got too much mush.
We can do nuggets.
Thin or thick crust? Always thin for me. How about you, Aaron?
Crust for what?
Pizza.
Whatever Prince Street is, whatever you would call that. I guess
Sicilian.
Yeah, so Sicilian or grandma style.
Kathy, I seem a little off.
June seems normal.
I'm okay today, actually. I've been having an okay day. I did some editing this morning. I got 5 minutes of editing done, which obviously took like 3.5 hours to get 5 minutes of editing done.
I heard you typing on my computer forever.
I was trying to check up on my bank balances to see if I needed to transfer funds because I've been so out of the loop. Rent is coming up in 2 weeks, in a week and a half. So don't know how you and Aaron pay that kind of rent. We just do it.
How does anybody live in New York?
Some people are really rich.
Are most people?
I think 90% of New Yorkers are one paycheck away from being homeless. I think that was a statistic they pushed out 2 or 3 years ago. I'm sure it hasn't changed much since. Not like the pandemic has been good for anyone except those who are already fucking rich.
Okay. Into the chopper. It smells amazing so far.
We talked about rent on last night's live. You can go check that out. Also, if you just look up on Street Easy Woodside Apartments, I'm sure you can find the general price range. It'll be more indicative of the market anyway. You're gonna take over, Chef?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Which spatula do you want?
The right one.
As in opposed to left, or as in the correct one?
I'll let you interpret it. Oh, there was these 2 sauces that came with the pork belly. Oh, okay, we're back. This one, a vinegar and onion sauce. I think maybe a little soy sauce came with the grilled one. And this one came with the crispy. You can't really smell it. I forgot what the flavor was like. Might have been like maybe a sweet peanut sauce. I'm gonna taste it. I can't really place the flavors in that.
It's like tamarind.
Yeah,
Sweet
probably.
tamarind.
Yeah, I don't think I want that in the fried rice though.
No, I would have. But I'm not eating it. It's all you.
You got to be reconsidering it.
It goes well with the pork.
Well, this goes well with the pork too. I'm gonna do this one.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Too complex. I don't want to muddy the flavor.
Here, have a snack.
Basically the future flavor of that.
Hmm?
Basically what that's going to taste like.
put this yogurt back in? Thank you.
We're gonna do some of Sue Fung's pickled chilies.
Good mom.
And we're gonna go a little tamarind for color.
Turmeric, you mean?
Yes, that is what I mean.
Have you been noticing yourself making a lot more spoken
No,
mistakes?
I always do that. Like I've been doing that my whole life, and often I will say something and then like question a few seconds later if I said it
Hi, Spain.
wrong, and I'll really have no idea. Like I feel like I might have said that word wrong, but I can't remember what I just said. And then sometimes I'll notice immediately, and then sometimes I'll never notice at all. And I even do that in emails.
Drop your meat.
I even do that in emails and text messages too. Sometimes, somehow.
Capitalism happened to starter and basic apartments and homes.
I think capitalism happened before the New York rental
No, but like
market.
capitalism evolves.
Right.
It gets hungrier as a monster.
Right. These days, it's private equity firms buying up all the property across the U.S. in order to make a permanent rental class. Well, there was already a permanent rental class, but in order to further
Enlarge.
insert in servitude and feudalize the existing rental class. I'm going to boldly use a few whole Sichuan peppercorns in this.
I didn't like it in my lentils yesterday. I
What?
use whole Sichuan peppercorns.
Well, I always like whole Sichuan peppercorns. Obviously, we're going to do a shake of MSG.
Obviously.
See how much more beautiful that color became after the turmeric?
Mm-hmm.
Very coarsely ground black pepper.
Eating my trash cake from yesterday. I finished it.
Your microwave cake? Is that still popular? Is Delish still making microwave cake recipes? Okay, let's give this a taste to see what our current situation is.
I think my mangoes are rotting, so I'm gonna have to cut them open. I see mold on the stem, and I just pressed one and it gushed.
Gushed. Very nice. Still probably needs a little more salt.
Which side did you use for the garlic? This.
The charred side. Yeah. And turn the heat off on that, and you can always mix stuff in.
Where's the compost bag? Thank you. this mango is no good. It is completely unripe on the inside.
This is going to solve the salt problem, and it's going to add crunchies.
Well, it's not going to stay crunchy very long, Aaron.
It'll just be a more interesting textural experience.
Sad mangoes. I shouldn't have bought these. With discount produce, you're always taking a gamble. Let's sigh. I actually just saw really nice plump mangoes today too for $1 each. I think these mangoes were frostbitten. That's why they are not ripening, but they are molding and they're brown on the inside. Somebody was just asking me today if I ever ate brown mangoes. Well, here we go. You saw the future.
That does not look like the color they should be.
Thank you, Aaron, for your astute observations.
Well, I've never seen them that dark.
Where'd you put our bananas? Oh, over there. I was like, where did they go? Not very sweet at all. Tastes a little bit like cleaner.
Mango flavored cleaner.
Yeah.
Yum. I don't like eating fried rice when it is
Hot.
hot. So I'm just gonna let that sit there for a few minutes. Thanks for cooking with me, guys. I'll come taste it in a bit.
Woohoo!
Oh, man. You can have what's in the pan, dude.
I don't want.
Okay.
It's still fiber. Basically, what happened to these mangoes is exactly what happened to the avocados that I used in that very, very sad episode of Budget Eats, where I bought those avocados that were just like brown but still hard. Brown but still hard. I think it just happens when you eat non-local produce sometimes, the way that they ship these things. Fred, what wisdom do you have to share with the people today?
He shares his wisdom by simply being. Look to the cat for how to live. Okay, let's try this. It's still probably too hot for my taste, but I do want to.
Well, you don't have to do it now.
Yeah, the flavor of fried rice comes together so much better after it's cooled down a bit.
That smells so good.
I'll eat from the edge. Yeah, let me get it crunchy in there. Nice. I don't know what to say. Classic fried rice, pork belly fried rice, with a little pickled chilies, and some crunchy yuca chips.
Oh, I forgot you put yuca chips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pick a bite in here that's not too spicy looking.
It's not really spicy. These pickled chilies lose pretty much all their heat when they're exposed to heat.
Really?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna hit it with a lot more chili of some kind.
Smells like pork fat. Immediately you smell that kind of like fragrant lardiness. Just coating every single grain of the rice. Kind of snaking up your nostrils a little bit. And you can also just smell the fattiness all up in your sinuses.
Fatty sinuses. It's a very dangerous medical condition.
What's sprinkling?
Your apple bag.
That is good. Wow. I like how crunchy the onions are.
Didn't overcook them.
The onions are crunchy. The pork is very tough now, but super flavorful. It almost tastes like a slightly reheated bacon. Good job, Aaron. I'm not even hungry,
Yes.
but I am now.
Like I said, you have what's in the pan. Enjoy.
Here's your spoon.
Thanks for
Wow.
cooking with me, fellas. I need to do some.
More
I need to do
spice?
some murdering.
More spice.
There we go. Oh, I just got a Sichuan peppercorn. Love it. I love Sichuan peppercorn, ground or whole, in fried rice. That extra piquancy is excellent.
You like that word?
Now we're cooking.
Between the two of us, Aaron is the better cook. I just do it for a living and he doesn't.
Jude is way more creative and resourceful than
I'm just a mad scientist.
So if creativity and resourcefulness is your definition of a better cook, then Jude is it. Well, it depends on how you define it.
Wow, I've never eaten a mango this way. Aaron just has a better handle on flavors and fat, which is a lot of what cooking involves. It kind of has the flavor profile of an apricot. Not very sweet and not very sour. This one doesn't taste very much like anything at all. Aaron is from upstate New York with very white suburban parents. I don't think he was raised on spice.
Only buffalo wings.
Only buffalo wings.
Exposure to hot stuff. That's why I got into hot food in the first place. Is through buffalo wings.
Buffalo wings. Freddie, you're so sleepy. Am I allowed to tell them where you're from?
Rochester?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
He's from Rochester. Wow. Does Aaron have opinions about garbage plate?
I never really ate them growing up, actually. They're fine, though.
Did you hear that? Here's a photo I took in college. I took a photography class and we had to do a final project. And my final project was taking very up close shots of people's eyeballs while I asked them to answer me what their first memory was. That was one of them. Bye, Joy. Where are these stamps even from? Here's me. You probably can't see, but I'm kind of crying. Always crying on school picture day. Not crying there. Little June. Wonder why we have a whole sheet of German stamps. Advanced Poetry Workshop, June Shia, Week 14, Artist's Statement. I struggled this semester to write about memories, emotions, subject matter that carried personal weight for me. For most of the semester, my poems have largely focused on my mother, my relationship with her, and the fundamental points of disconnect that exists between us. With my most weighty poems, which also tend to be my favorite poems, I try to explore the circumstances and connotations of my own birth, especially when placed in the historical context of China's one-child policy. Unfortunately, both in poetry and in life, I have always tried to shy away from politics, and it did not occur to me until recently that perhaps a political layer would have helped my poems by providing depth and frames of reference. Or perhaps, as my gut instinct tells me, it might have provided more complications that I simply could not untangle. In terms of personal voice and style, I am currently conflicted on the issue of approachability. Within these particular poems that focus on my birth, I especially struggled with trying to gauge how much I should spell things out to readers. Based on the feedback I received through the semester in this workshop, I erred on the side of providing little explanation. I am afraid that this choice of very tone and heavy but indecipherable mood deeply confuses, frustrates, and even alienates my readers. Yet it is this preference of the esoteric over the exoteric, wow, what is that word, that I find completely necessary for my poetry to work. In a sense, I consider the poems that others behold as, and which I had somewhat deliberately made, so incomprehensible, to be my best work. It is in these poems that I can convey moods and emotions rather than narratives with clear plots. And it is in these poems that ideas of disconnect and misunderstanding are embodied. So then, do I intentionally seek to confuse? I do. And I understand that because of this, my poetry is definitely not for everyone. The drama that I recreate, as Peter Campion would say, is first and foremost conceitedly for my self-exploration. It is a sort of confessional poetry that in the end is still trying to evade revelation and clarification. It does not want to satisfy the reader's questions, which pisses the reader off. I guess there is a very distinct world in which these poems are enclosed. The reader is invited to observe this world, maybe even set foot on it, but is being shut out from the core of it, made to walk only in its outer realms. This is my hope. Perhaps if she or he stayed long enough walking and observing in this atmosphere, then something will change about their degree of insight. This world that I sometimes create is the maternal womb. I give permission to my readers to touch the pregnant belly, but I cannot grant them access into the womb, because even I have lost my place in that world's core. And now, as an outsider, I make the attempts to look back in. This is a hopeless endeavor from many perspectives, but how can I resist? I want to know about the origin of my being. Wouldn't you want to? I ask my confused and annoyed readers. And do I take myself too seriously? Yes, I do.
You still do.
Although I've come to admire Angie Malenko's poetry, at once absurdly lighthearted and creepily dark, I cannot play with rhythm and words the way she does so fluently. I've tried to incorporate less common words into my own poetry, but they do not sound like they belong. Strangers in an already alienating landscape. My best attempt was probably the use of apocopate. For the most part, it has been extremely difficult to find suitable new words. In terms of description, I crave also the fantastic and surrealistic imagery that bleeds through the page in Yusef Kuminyaka's Dien Cao Dao. But I am too much of a novice, in poetry and in life, to control that territory and to make it explode the way he does. I am a big fan of Kathy Park Hong's Dance Dance Revolution, the way she breaks languages up and reconstructs them into a glaring body of pantomimic reality, the way she creates characters with noticeably distinct voices, the way she manipulates the textures of verse and prose poetry, the way she deals with memory as a potpourri of actual events and imagined circumstances. All of this I have tried to do in a more subtle, tentative way and failed. These authors are able to juxtapose and balance elements of contrast to color their poetry of which my words are deprived. This all brings me to my last and maybe most basic problem. Whose language am I using? I remember when I asked Peter Campion during his visit, "What is your relationship with words?" And if I were to ask myself that same question, I would say I am the mother of an adopted child named English. I love my child, grew up raising this child, English has no gender, learned life through this child. In poetry, I am this child's mother, but I am not the woman who gave birth to her. There will always be this distance between us that I can't bridge, especially when I think of my first child who was named Chinese. I still remember her, she has a gender. The way she sounds when she whispers and when she shouts, and the way she used to tiptoe around the room in a way English never does. But I gave my first child up before I ever really knew her, and we've grown apart. I'd recognize her anywhere by her face and the way she moves, but I can't speak to her. I can't speak through her. So this was junior or senior year in college, so 10 years ago.
Is that the poem, or are you going to read the poems?
This is my artist statement. I kept this. I threw out a lot of the things when I was going through Mom's house because I simply could not keep. She kept everything from elementary school through college, so I couldn't keep everything. But I read that and I was like, this mentions my relationship with my mother, which was very raw at the time. It also mentions my relationship with my languages, and it also mentions this fundamental frustration I have with being unable to really express my own angst in a way.
I don't know if you've ever had problems expressing angst.
I have problems expressing angst. I don't have problems expressing anger. But anger is never actually what you mean to say. Anger is what happens when you become frustrated by your own misunderstandings within the self. For some reason, I only kept one poem, which I don't even like. This was written November 29th, 2010, the final poem of the semester, and this one I guess I titled I Love You. First of all, I'll tell you the commentary. This is feedback from maybe, yes, a student, a feedback from a fellow student. June, forward, for, and afterward are strong. There's good stuff in 1, 2, and 3, but I admit I'm having trouble following the logic of your imagery. One possibility is to take the strongest parts and put them together. I've suggested an order of things with numbers for these 3 parts, but I'm not sure if they make a whole poem. The Firefly section is also interesting, but a little hard to follow. I think part of the difficulty is that the sections all have different levels of reality. I think they should be uniform in their precision, however disparate their subject matter. Also, some sections seem to be about similar subjects, and others are all on their own. It's hard together. Therefore, it's hard to gather clues, therefore, for how to read things. As always, I think you're doing ambitious work, and that's exciting. Daisy. This is the format of the poem. I've broken it up into sections. I don't remember, this was weeks ago when I chose to keep these poems. I don't remember why I kept this one. I also had some work published in student publications that I have since donated to a media swap. I don't know if anybody's gonna pick them up, but I would say I'm most proud of those poems, but unfortunately I gave them away, so I've chosen to let them go. Okay, final poem of 2010, I Love You. I guess this was written almost 11 years ago on November 29th. Forward. Extracting these lines, interrupting time, I walk into the room to catch you catching the falling cactus plant. 1. The cracks never hold up well. Born old in eggshells, broken yolks spill and running. They forget and harden as they leave the ruins of this incentive. 2. Can't remember where the lines came from. Red under the light where their skin used to hold more of something than it does now. 3. You trapped a firefly in your hands once. Then your hands became an empty marmalade jar. The light went on and off under the glass ceiling, hovering on the windowsill. When it flickered, you were asleep. 4. Then there was that rumbling, sounds from the street that shook, detaching the walls up from the floor. When the corners started to crumble, I thought, if this is it, I'd better tell you I love you, even if I don't know what it means. Afterward. I call you mother, but that is not your name. You touch this face and find scars you do not recognize. You call me your daughter, but I do not know my name. My mirror, you look awful today. That's it. That's all the work that I chose to keep. Can't fit this anywhere. Can't fit this anywhere. So, okay. Floor is a little bit clearer. In terms of what I want to get rid of, this is Mom's tote bag. I remember her using this all the time, but as you can see, it is pretty rough for wear. The straps are broken on the inside. They hurt when it scratches against my skin. I think I just have to say goodbye to this. It's gonna be quite hard for me to just trash it, but I think I have to trash it. It's I just keep waiting for things to feel ready to let go of. But who knows when that's gonna be. Mom never really read my poems. She's not really fluent in English. It would be hard to translate these things. I'm gonna have some lentils with cheese crunchies dumped in them. I guess I should warm them up first, huh? And then I think that's it. I think I've run out of things to say, and we've done a lot of cleaning. Thank you all for the bleach tip. Bathroom is looking a lot better now, actually. Let me show you.
To do an experiment?
What's the experiment?
Try to make this chocolate shell.
Oh yeah, I can. Let me show them the. Did you see the bathroom, Aaron?
What was the tip?
Just use bleach, but it looks a lot better.
Is to use bleach?
Well, I just kept brushing it on and I didn't dilute it this time.
Yeah, looks great.
Right?
Thank you.
Thanks, Internet. Y'all are great. Aaron wants to do one more thing with you guys. He wants to show you a potential use for this beautiful gift that we unfortunately do not like to eat. It is Ayurveda inspired. That name cracks me up. Ayurveda inspired artisanal chocolate, rose infused with cardamom. It is just very, very rosy, unfortunately. So we've had a very hard time eating it straight. But Aaron would like to try melting it.
Yes.
And putting
that's
it.
why I took this out. It'll need the microwave.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Oh wow! Look at that. It's beautiful. It's printed.
Too bad it tastes like a bar soap.
Give me a small bowl, please. A glass bowl. Small glass. Okay. Never mind. I'll get it. You can scoop your ice cream.
Yes.
You don't. I'm guessing you don't want us to dilute this with coconut oil, which is usually what you do with shells.
Is there another oil we could use?
Sure. You can use olive oil if you want.
Okay. Olive oil ice cream's a thing.
It just won't freeze solid. You know?
That's
you know
fine.
how coconut freezes solid?
Yeah, that's fine to have like sort of a, fudge drip.
gonna give Freddie some?
Vanilla ice cream? Is he allowed?
Yes, just a little bit.
Let's see. Cream, milk, sugar, tapioca syrup, cat poison, honey, vanilla extract. Yeah, it sounds good. Okay, Freddie.
Give it to him in a tiny bowl, just a little bit, like the size of your pinky nail. Let me show the peoples. They love to see Freddie eat, like Mom did. I've given Fred ice cream before, no loose boops. He's a strong boy. He's
a
like
trash
me.
cat.
He's like me. He's got stomach of steel. Was it good, Freddie? I think he liked it. Did you like it? That ice cream is really hard to scoop, huh?
It's like any ice cream. Should let it soften a little bit first. I'll go one more scoop. One more scoop for good luck.
How many scoops is that?
A lot of small scoops.
The cavernous nature of it will make this a very exciting drizzle.
I don't want to use too much at the start because I worry that flavor's going to be still too rosy. So we'll do a small drizzle at first. That smells like cleaning spray from here.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let it harden first.
Mm-hmm. I think it already is.
Watching magic happen before your eyes. Wow.
Yeah, made a shell.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a perfect use for it. Because once it's mixed with the vanilla flavor, that overpowering roseness is really balanced out. So, yeah, and I actually wouldn't even go any more drizz on this. That's
I stopped good.
Mm-hmm. Vanilla rose.
Yeah. Wow, that is good. Like rose water ice cream now.
Yep.
And you could also drizzle on more after you finish the topping if you want. It's melted now.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fine in the fridge though. I can just melt it again, right?
Yes, but it's a block now, so it's going to be harder to.
It's fine. I'll just melt again next time. I'll do a little quick little redrizz.
That's good.
Okay. You want another bite?
No, I'm good. I want to eat my lentils. Okay, I'll put it in the fridge for you then.
Cool.
Experiment successful.
Very much so.
Good idea, Aaron. Okay, back to my cheese crunchies. And Fred is back on his shelf. Right over there. I have consumed about 6 bags of cheese crunchies in the last month. I'm trying to think of how different I would have processed Mom's passing if I hadn't been doing lives all along. I almost feel like doing the lives have helped me string together the days. Can I use some of your yuca chips?
Oh, you didn't like them?
I want to eat them with my lentils, which I don't really like.
Yes, of course. So 2 foods you don't like equal food you do like?
Correct. So anyway, I guess thank you guys for being here, both on the internet and in real life. These are the lentils from last night. Yep. I think your mom really got other inside your everyday than if you had just told her. Sorry, can you say that again, Media Girl? I'm not sure I understand.
He's meowing at me cutely from behind me, so
He wants ice cream.
I have to give him treats.
Oh. Is that how it works?
Yes.
That's the easy way to get treats.
You should try it sometime. Meow at me cutely.
I don't need you to get myself treats. My mom got to see a different side of me while watching the lives. Probably. Everybody does, no? I feel like I've changed through going through these lives. Oh my god, Fred. Poor guy trying to get the greenies in his mouth with only 3 teeth. Still trying to get it. Oh my god, Fred. Oh my god. Fred. Yes, Fred works both of us for food for sure. You know what fixes really not good mush concoctions without fail? Not even cheesies could help it, because cheesies isn't really that flavor forward. My channel is monetized. How do you know it doesn't look monetized? I'm not monetizing the lives as much because I don't want 24 ads. I can monetize them. I can do what Delish does and put an ad in every 3 minutes. But for these lives, is it really worth it to put in that many ads? Like, I would be almost embarrassed if I monetized it to that extent. Yes, Fred used to meow a lot in the middle of the night. I think he's gotten better recently because we started feeding him at 4. Automatic feeder goes off at 4.
How's my greenies aim been?
Great. We loved watching the second one. He struggled with it for a full minute. Yes, mayo ketchup helped. I think where I went wrong with the lentils was putting in the citron peppercorn after the barbecue sauce and Mom's mysterious meat sauce has already been in. There is such a thing as too many good things. So, question. For those of you who watched the LA vlog yesterday, how many ads were in that? Zero. Okay.
That's not good news for your revenue.
I think it was because it was premiere, but I'm not sure.
Did it hit 100K yet?
That's funny. You're funny. I mean, YouTube Premium also gives me a slight cut. I probably get like $8 from YouTube Premium a month. If you guys are curious, at my current subscriber and watch levels, my monthly income from YouTube is anywhere from $1,400 to, I think October was our highest month, and it broke barely 3,000. So, YouTube's income is taxed apparently as royalties. I haven't done taxes on royalties bracket yet, but I hear that it basically gets 50% tax off. So after tax, my YouTube income right now fluctuates from a gross of, is that gross? No. What's the opposite of gross when it comes to income?
Beautiful.
Anyway, after taxes, $750 to $1,500-ish. That's if I'm putting out edited content. We did net. We did 3,000 in October because in September and August I was able to put out more edited content. So. I make almost no money off of the lives. I make like $6 or $7 a night. So. I think his teeth got pulled when he was rescued because they were all infected. It's enough to get Fred some treats. I'm not gonna do a Patreon. If I don't... What?
Yeah.
Yet. If I don't have any content to offer you guys. I think doing a Patreon would feel much more like a job. I would be obligated to give some sort of return. It's an Alan Watts book. The book on the taboo against knowing who you are. If you were to support me via Patreon, what would you like to see me offer for the tiers? I'm subscribed to like 1 or 2 Patreons, so. Dollar Tree hauls. A tube of Kewpie costs, if you go to an Asian mart, about $5. Roasting sessions? You just read us for 30 minutes? I can do that now. Wow. Do I just work off of your username and what you're usually commenting on? I already do free Fred paw pics on Instagram. That content is free, y'all. I'm a philanthropist. There is no class on cooking organ meats. You treat them literally like any other meat. I don't want to turn on gifting on YouTube lives. YouTube takes 30% of that. Fuck YouTube. really gotten a gauge on how you comment, American woman. Gotta read you a little longer. Oh, it is my last bag of cheese crunchies, yes. A whole session on jars. Would I go back to writing? I don't think I've ever left writing. I just don't write the same way anymore. Congrats on the shrimp chips. I would love to go visit my subscribers in their kitchens, although I feel like that would be more of a delish thing than a my thing. I don't want to go to strangers' houses on my own. I need a crew with me. Tommy Universe, I would love to be your writing coach. I only got B minuses in college, but you know. Well, the fact that your username is American Woman is very interesting in and of itself. Fred is gonna cost you $500 extra because he will be fucking flipping out if I carry him anywhere. I don't think it's worth traumatizing my cat.
Is it?
No, I don't think so. Don't forget about your eggplant thingy. Sorry, I just have to put over my apples. I've been tripping over them forever. Anyway, you can Instagram DM me with Patreon ideas too if you're serious. I'd be happy to learn a little bit more about... I can't just roast people that easily. First of all, I don't even know what you look like. Do you know how much roasting has to do with not just roasting the personality, but also incorporating your physical attributes in there to like really sucker punch you? I can't roast like that. I don't have that kind of talent. Y'all are a fucking masochistic bunch of people. My God. Why don't you guys roast me? Go. I'm ready. Let's go. Roast me. Nice. Hibernation dream. A+. How do you know roasting is not a form of support for me? You don't get to decide what's a form of support for me. I decide. First of all, roasting isn't just criticizing me. You have to package it in a zinger that is somewhat balanced between funny and hurtful. That's why it's an art. That's why comedians get paid to do it. You can't just be the bully. You have to be the bully and class clown and wordsmith. Sorely disappointing. Successful roasting is also highly, highly, highly dependent on context. It has everything to do with the timing. A roast session, you have to develop a rhythm for it. They have to be barely reeling halfway through your previous roasting statement while they get punched by a second one. It's kind of like when somebody tickles you and you can't breathe, and then you're like, oh my fucking god, stop. And then they tickle you again, and then you're like, I will literally poop my pants if you don't stop. That's a good roast rhythm. I'm gonna wait for Jenny's roast, and then I'm gonna go offline, because I've been very disappointed by your roasts. Used tampons? Who sells used... I feel like used tampons would be even more expensive than tampons that have not been used. It's a very niche market for used tampons. But you tried. It's true. It's true. Christy. Christy wins. And with that, I'm off to eat more mushy peas. Thank you for joining me today. Happy Sunday.